This is the view from any one of the featured structures you're about to see. Just 10 minutes from downtown Asheville, who knew that 12 acres of prime hilltop property would become a village of tree houses? Heavy beam architecture with lots of handcrafted and custom work outside and in. There are 7 of them built so far, a dozen or more still in the planning stages. They are formally known as Tree Houses of Serenity.
It started with let's build one and see what happens.
Caroline Parrish and her husband Mike saw that first treehouse finished back in 2017. It's called Sanctuary, and it wasn't easy.
It was extremely scary at the beginning. There were many days that we were scared to death going, are we going to be able to pay the bills come the end of the month?
They'd gone out on a limb for sure, but they didn't have to wait long to realize they'd made the right decision.
It took off and has been wildly successful. We couldn't have, asked for anything more. So yeah, we're in the phase of let's get more built and let's go. All of our houses are different. We don't want any of them to feel the same, to look the same, because we want our guests to come and stay in one, and then while they're here, look at the differences and say, oh, next time I want to stay at the Eyrie, or next time I want to stay at Hobbit Knoll. And we have so many guests that do exactly that.
While Sanctuary is dear to Caroline since it's the first, and it's the only one built entirely in the trees, Wizard's Hollow is by far the popular favorite. This dwelling has been featured in magazines and TV shows nationwide. Harry Potter would feel more than comfortable here.
You're truly going to see a castle. You're going to see, round turrets. You're going to see spiral staircases, big chandeliers.
And of course, there are hidden passageways and rooms. Now, if living the high life isn't for you, Hobbit Knoll just might be. This one's built into the side of the mountain near the edge of the Shire.
You're going to see a lot of round doors at Hobbit Knoll. I think, when people think about hobbits or Tolkien, Lord of the Rings, it's the iconic door. And we had a woodworker here in Asheville that built us a round door. He also built a round door, sliding pocket door that separates the bedroom from the living room. You're getting the earth elements, you're getting the round elements, but at the same time, the house itself has 9-foot ceilings. So you're not gonna feel like you're in a hole.
Each of the rentals has its own themes or personalities. The ideas come from a collective process between the parishes and their building engineer.
Your dream is to get a project where you're allowed the creativity to do something. It's not just something that's out of a box. I mean, you're really given free rein.
He's all in with getting as crazy as we want to get, and he brings some crazy ideas too, so it all works.
It was definitely a childhood dream to have, a really cool tree house. Not just one, built out of logs and tied with ropes in the trees. I was even told in college, I'd say, oh, it'd be great to build a tree house. And like, oh, you could never do that, And, of course people are doing it now. And it's amazing to do it and be a part of it myself to be able to design these.
Tree Houses of Serenity are located in North Asheville, only about 10 minutes from downtown. Only guests are allowed on the property, so to book a room, go to treehousesofserenity.com.